We begin the news in Abuja, where the federal government has signed a fresh agreement with the United States for the repatriation of $23 million, allegedly looted by the late former military head of state, General Sani Abacha. The Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, said the decision to return the funds was as a result of a series of negotiations and meetings between Nigeria, the U.S. Department of Justice, and the UK National Crime Agency. TVC News' Celestina Area has details.
In 2006, about $723 million in Abacha loot was returned to Nigeria from Switzerland. Nigeria has in the past recovered several other trenches of Abacha loot, which are proceeds believed to have been diverted from public coffers by the military administration of General Sani Abacha in the 1990s. In 2020, the U.S. and Jersey also agreed to return over $308 million in confiscated funds to Nigeria. Today, the Nigerian government has signed an agreement with the government of the United States of America. The agreement is for the repatriation of over $23 million. President Muhammadu Buhari had mandated the office of the AGF to ensure that all international recoveries are transparently invested and monitored by civil society organizations.
Your Excellency, the Ambassador.
The repatriated funds are to be utilized on the Presidential Development Infrastructural Funds, namely Abuja-Kaduna Road, Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, and the second Niger Bridge under the supervision of the Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority.
That we are here today witnessing another milestone in the funding of these projects, which are indeed critical to the development of Nigeria.
The United States Ambassador to Nigeria, Mary Leonard, noted that the U.S. Department of Justice and the Federal Bureau of Investigation seized these funds in respect to General Abacha and his associates' violation of U.S. law when they laundered these assets through the U.S. into accounts in the United Kingdom. These repatriations bring total amount of funds repatriated in this case by the U.S. to more than $334.7 million. This agreement is also a collaboration that the U.S. government must continue in order to right the wrongs committed under the previous regimes, combined with the $311.7 billion seized and repatriated with the assistance of the bailiwick of Jersey and the government of Nigeria in 2020.
The United States government is keenly aware of the devastating impact that corruption has on societies. Corruption erodes trust in the ability of governments to deliver for their citizens. It distorts economies and access to key services, hinders development, pushes citizens towards extremism, and makes countries and their officials susceptible.
The U.S. law enforcement will continue to deny safe haven for corrupt actors and their assets, and as a partner deeply invested in Nigerian success, will continue to facilitate the recovery and return of proceeds of corruption to the Nigerian people. Celestina Area, TVC News, Abuja.
Let's turn our attention to security matters now. The federal government has assured Nigerians that the army will continue to strive to restore peace and security to troubled parts of the country. Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, stated this at the opening of a two-day Peace and Security Summit organized by the Nigeria Institute of Public Relations. TVC News correspondent TJ Suadewi has details.
Reopening conversations and rebuilding trust between government and the people is the major objective of this Citizens Summit for National Integration, Peace and Security. The Nigeria Social Cohesion Survey conducted by the African Polling Institute in 2021 reveals that Nigeria is not a socially cohesive country. This is why concerned citizens believe government and citizens must strengthen the synergy to promote unity, trust, equity, inclusion, and hope for a brighter future.
We are very much aware that the task of rebuilding Nigeria is enormous and demanding, but we are ready to join efforts with governments and other well-meaning Nigerians, individuals and corporates, to drive the process to a logical conclusion.
We're not here to point accusing fingers for the problems that seem to have besieged us. Rather, to lay out concrete solutions that will drive the attainment of a cohesive socio-political atmosphere within the nation.
Government says there's a need to revive and preserve social values to rebuild trust and lay solid foundations for successful and prosperous Nigeria.
As far back as 2017, we decided to tackle the challenge of fake news and misinformation. That year, we devoted the entire National Council on Information to this issue. I'm glad that many CSOs have taken up this challenge of tackling fake news and misinformation. Just like I am delighted that a number of newspapers have set up fact-checking desks.
These challenges, as daunting as they may seem, are certainly not insurmountable, and it's common knowledge that the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari has displayed a strong and unwavering commitment in resolving them.
Indeed, these are tough times in Nigeria, but there are still hopes that better times lie ahead, only if everyone works together to achieve sustainable peace and security and uphold equity, justice and fairness. Tijesu Adeoye, TVC News, Abuja.
In Lagos, the Nigerian Army has commenced its 23rd Combat Service Support Training Week. The event is themed Strengthening the Capacity of the Nigerian Army Combat Service Support Corps in Combating Contemporary Security Challenges. Senior correspondent Ivy Kanu has details.
The Army Chief, accompanied by his senior officers, arrived in the Nigerian Army Ordnance Corps venue of the event. The host and acting corps commander, Medical Nigeria Army Medical Corps, Dean West Time, in addressing the guests, including the Lagos State Governor and traditional chiefs.
The event is scheduled for 22nd to 26th of this month, where crucial issues with regards to combating security challenges within a joint environment will be discussed. Never before in our history as a nation have we been plagued with myriads of security challenges. Insurgents, bandits, kidnappers, and other criminal elements perpetrate their dastardly acts in most parts of the country today.
The special guest of honor and Lagos State Governor, while declaring the training open, says the training is timely given the situation in the country.
It is usual for forces to train regularly in order to maintain combat readiness. I therefore hope that this training week will avail you, the Nigerian Army logisticians, the opportunity to evolve and review more efficient strategies for supporting the Nigerian Army in our numerous operational commitments. Ultimately, this will put the Nigerian Army in better stead to protect the territorial integrity of the nation.
The Army Chief, in his speech, admitted that the fight against insurgency hasn't been an easy one for his men.
Our nation, Nigeria, like many others, is facing currently contemporary security challenges dominated by non-state actors. Across the globe, insecurity is dominated by these elements, and this has taken a toll on the Nigerian Army, stretching the service in terms of manpower and logistics.
There was also a lineup of other programs for the Army Chief, which includes a stop at a medical outreach organized for members of the public, commissioning of various projects across the state. Ivy Kano, TVC News, Lagos.
And men of the Nigeria Customs Service Ogun 1 Area Command have recorded seizures of contraband with a duty paid value of more than 311 million naira. The comptroller of the command, Bamidele Makinde, made this known while speaking on 5 trailer loads of rice intercepted by his men, including 2 trailers suspected to be owned by a cement manufacturing company. TVC News' Kazim Olowe has details.
The Nigeria Customs Service Ogun 1 Area Command in July impounded 5 trailer load worth of foreign parboiled rice, and out of the vehicles used in conveying the smuggled items, 2 were suspected to be owned by a cement manufacturing company. While speaking at the command's headquarters in Idiroko, the comptroller Bamidele Makinde said One of the trucks was intercepted along Ibeshi Road in Yewa North local government, while the other was intercepted in Lafenwa area of Abeokuta North local government. He added that his men also seized used compressors, second-hand clothing, foreign wines, vehicle used to convey smuggled items, motorcycles, used tires, used bags, and 310 cartons of foreign poultry products.
Recorded a seizure of 3,154 bags of foreign parboiled rice of 50 kilograms each, an equivalent of 5 trailer loads. Also, a truck with Lagos State registration number EK971YE, loaded with 75 bags of foreign parboiled rice of 50 kilograms each. The cumulative duty paid value, DPV, for all the above seizures amounted to 311,924,551 naira and 92 kobo only.
He said the command was able to generate more than 13 million naira from import duty and auction sale of seized premium motor spirit. He added that the command is also doing well in terms of community engagement and corporate social responsibility in the area of sports, as the custom football team, which comprises of youths from the border communities and officers of the Nigeria Customs Service, got promotion from Division 3 to Division 2 of the Nigeria League.
Currently, the command's football club, known as Customs FC, which has been in existence for decades, was promoted from Nigeria Nationwide League Division 3 to Division 2 on 19 July 2022. Presently, youth from the various border communities across the state constitute a majority of its players, about 18 of them.
He appreciates other security agencies, traditional rulers, and community leaders for their support and called for synergy from other stakeholders in order to be able to checkmate the smugglers successfully in the state. Kazim Olowe, TVC News, Idiroko.